Happy Winning Wednesday. We are live, and I am live, shall I say. So before I get started real quickly, because I know it's late, I want you to hit the subscribe button. And if you like to, make sure you get these notifications every time I go live, because you don't want to miss a message that can cause you to win, right? You have tuned in to Win with Wells, and let's get started because it is Winning Wednesday. The clock has not struck 12 yet, so it is still Winning Wednesday. And regardless on what your day was, all before hours leading up to now, to tuning in with me, we're here. We made it. It is almost another day, so we can almost, in a little bit, be thankful and grateful for yesterday, our Winning Wednesday, which is still today, and for the next day that we get to see. We know that no moment is promised to us. So we want to realize and we want to always be grateful, regardless on what has happened in our lives. Because if we're living, we have a life to live, and we know that things won't always be perfect, right? So again, this is me just being transparent with you guys, and it is almost midnight. My day was a day. Hopefully, you guys had an amazing day. Hopefully, leading up to this day, Hump Day, Wednesday, you guys have had an amazing week. Hopefully, you've faced every day head on, and before that day ended, you gave thanks that you made it through. Because if you're here, if you get to tune in, you made it through Monday, Tuesday, and you made it to Wednesday. That right there is already a win in itself. So I want us to just take a moment just to be grateful, just to be grateful in the now. And, you know, I say that to say, my day was what it was. It started out good. I made a promise to myself, not a promise to myself, but I made it my task to kind of finish one thing at a time. Even if I only completed one thing today, I made progress because I literally completed something. Sometimes we get so busy that we're here, we're there, we're doing this, we're doing that, and we don't literally fall through or fully complete one goal, right? Or one objective for today, because every day should be a small goal. There should be a small goal every day. For me, mainly is to get through my morning routines, is to get up early because I'm now transitioning from being a third shifter to an entrepreneur and just having to start my mornings, I like to say, on regular people time. That early stuff has never been me, but here I am, and I've been doing okay. I haven't been doing the best, but even with today, I didn't know how my day was going to end. I didn't know, I just made it my business to always say I want to have a great day. I want to have an amazing day. And so even in the midst of that, I completed one task. And you guys, when I tell you what that one task was, you won't believe how major it was. So my one task that I literally completed today, because I had to do some running today while I went and I was the little sister and kept my big sister company today. While she went and ran some errands, but still getting some things that I needed to get done. Um, that's the good thing about having your own business too. You can kind of do your own thing wherever you are. And so I did that. But my task today was I started from the back to the front, right? And the one thing that I completed today was finishing my entire room. So in my room, I have furniture, or I have a chair, I have a couch, and then I have like a footstool. It matches the couch, but I have it right. So I have one at the foot of my bed, and then I have my couch to the side of my bed. And you know, when I first redid my room and got situated here, I made sure that I kept my room spacious, and even when I'm in my room, instead of getting in the bed or getting myself in a resting place, I can kind of sit up in the room and still get some things done. Even if I'm journaling, I can kind of sit in my chair and I can journal, and have that time away from the bed. Sometimes we get in that bed and we get too comfortable and nothing happens, right? And so this past couple of months, you guys, I literally started using my chair and my, you know, the furniture in my room for storage space. And because I've been traveling so much, or I've been here and there, not really sitting still, I tend to come back home and to reorganize my luggage, I might pull some things out of the closet. Okay, I'll hang them back up tomorrow because I got to keep moving. I got things to do, or either I got to repack or, something like that. And my ladies, you understand what I mean. Even if we're not traveling, sometimes we have more clothes than we actually have space, which is something that I'm working on, right? Um, and so my goal today was to make sure that I clean up my room. I wanted to make sure that the chair was being used for what it was supposed to be for and not storage space. Or I wanted to make sure that I can actually just clear out some things, right? So I had started cleaning. One day I would go pull out the hangers. The other day I would kind of fold all my pants and make sure they're the right way so that when I get ready to put them on the hangers, I just hang them up and put them on the hangers. Well, today I finished my room, right? I cleaned the room, I completed the task. And I went on about my day and I started doing whatever else I needed to do. And then, of course, I just not long getting back home, right? And on the way back home, even prior to that, some things started getting in my mental. I started thinking about some things or people, okay, a particular person. And it kind of got me not so good. So I was just thinking of some things that I really didn't want to think about, or yeah. And so prior to getting back home, I just said, oh my gosh, I just want to go to bed. I still have to come home. I still have to do my Winning Wednesday because I need to show up for my folks, because not just reminding you guys of how you can win, I have to be transparent with myself. If you go back to my very first video, I made sure that this would be a space where I can be transparent with you guys, but also be transparent with myself. And when I show up, I don't just show up for you, I show up for myself. And so I'm glad I still stick it out, right? I fall through on things and show up regardless, right? So I'm showing up and I'm like, oh, I just don't feel like this. And, I got to go home and I got to get it done. And trying to listen to my music and get myself in the right headspace to, make sure I show up at least with a smile on my face for you guys. That wasn't really working for a minute, right? So once I got in the house, I got situated, you guys, I walked into my room and I yelled. And my sister was like, "What?" I thought something. I was like, "Oh, nothing. I came home to a clean room." And she was like, "Oh, I thought something happened." Well, just that moment of just having a space that was just clean and clear of clutter and just perfect. It just was so clean, so smell good. Like it made me feel better. It made me feel better. So I won my day even before midnight came in, because I still remembered to show up. I was gonna show up regardless, right? But I got into a better headspace because something as simple as completing a task all the way through, which was just cleaning up my room and finding space, made my entire day better. So now I get to lay down in complete and utter peace. Like no clutter. I don't have no blankets or clothes at the foot of my bed where I have to, I just sleep on one side of the bed anyway, but it made all the difference in the world. Something as simple as having a clean room. And had I not stick to the task, had I not set a goal for myself to literally just make sure that I just finish a task, cleaning my room, it made all the difference in my day, because the entire ride back home, and the ride we took was about 2 hours, right? Each way. So I could not get it together. Every song that came on the radio just threw me off. I was just in a headspace that I did not want to be in. Tried to just laugh it off, tried to do whatever, and nothing was working. Nothing was working. So I immediately came in the house, started to finish my laundry, and all those things. And I walked in my room and I felt better. I felt better because I had done something. I had completed something today that I set out to do. And so I still won my day. You get it? Like, I don't know. Hopefully, I'm not the only one out here in the world who has done things like that, or who makes sure that I don't care how your day starts, how it even goes in the middle of your day. At the end of your day, make sure you win your day. Make sure that when it's time to lay down, when it's time to give thanks to God for even allowing you to make it through to this day, that you feel good about yourself. regardless on who you're thinking about, regardless on who's there, regardless on what happened, regardless on how you felt minutes ago. Make sure that there's something aligned in your life that makes you feel good. Something as simple as having space, clean space. And, sometimes I can be all over the place or not so much as organized as I like to be. I would love to have charts everywhere and color coded everywhere. And sometimes when I get in the spirit, I do that. Even with my closet, my clothes, I make sure they're color coded and all those things. But something as simple as that just made me feel so good about myself. It just made me be in a peaceful place. I like to say my peaceful planet. Um, and nothing else mattered when I walked into my room. Just because there was space and I was able to throw my, not throw, but neatly lay my sweater on my, yeah, my footstand, my footstool, and it just felt so good. My sister thought something was going on. Maybe she thought I had lost my mind because in the car I was just like, ugh, I don't want to listen to that song. Ugh, But it ended well because I started my day off with a routine, even though it didn't go quite, the way my routine always go. But I started my morning out with intention. I had an intentional morning, and that morning brought me right back to, or that morning, or having an intentional morning, I eventually had to return back to this space, right? To that space where I started my morning. And it made me feel amazing. I don't know, but that was my win for today. That was my win for today. Throughout this week, I would have to say my wins throughout the week is just showing up no matter what. I know that I show up no matter what. And I know that I can always redirect myself because again, if you listen to my live the other day, sometimes our mind can, take control and it goes left real quick just from one simple incident. But if you have total control, if you've been actually being consistent with making sure that you stay in a positive place, that you're winning regardless, you can always turn your day around. You can always redirect your energy. And that was just, something that I could even share with you guys tonight. Because again, day wasn't all perfect, right? My mind got, and maybe it's the holiday seasons too. And sometimes we get in our feelings or get emotional, even about people who are no longer here anymore, or people that we miss, or just things sometimes change. Even for me, my kids are older. My son he left the nest, and, you know, maybe I'm still empty nesting too. I don't know. But things are different as the years go, and you do want your years to be different. You want to make sure that in the midst of things changing, you change for the better. You grow with every year that comes, every month, every day. Work on being better than yesterday. And just yesterday, even the day before, a doctor's appointment, just something simple as maybe that wasn't simple. That wasn't simple. Okay. But something as much as just, having high blood pressure, or, my pressure read high at the moment when I was there. And I even forgot to even mention that even at the end of my visit, my doctor was like, okay, everything looks good to me. Everything seems good. So, we'll just see you back. But sometimes, in the flesh, we're human. We get sidetracked and we let things overtake us emotionally, mentally. But just making sure that you always end your day on a positive note. Not just your day. In each moment on a positive note. Because if you stay in control, if you always learn to catch yourself, even in a negative moment, nope, not me, not happening. I refuse to. You got to have attitude with yourself. Have attitude about negative things because, I don't know, maybe just me, maybe a little dramatic. I don't know. Um, but that helps me. That helps me to win. And so, regardless on what it was an hour or two ago, I know when I go to lay my head down on this pillow, After saying my prayers, of course, then I'm going to be grateful for today and grateful for this moment because I get to lay in my amazing bed. Clear space is just so amazing to me and it's just peaceful and that made me feel good. So I won today. I won my day. And so it is still winning Wednesday. And it's okay if you didn't get it right. Or even if you watch this later and be like, I don't think I ended my Wednesday on a positive note. Wake up grateful. Be grateful. Say thank you. Just because we're human and sometimes we, slip on things. It's not about slipping. It's the matter of if you stay there. Don't stay there. Always, always, always attempt to get up. Always, always put in effort to get back up, to be better, even than the moment before. And it may happen again, but you'll know the next time, right? So I don't want to keep you guys too long. Just wanted to come by because it's Winning Wednesday and it's not midnight just yet. So in about 6 minutes, if you guys are still up, I want you to be thankful for what would have been your Winning Wednesday on your Thankful Thursday, right? And maybe, just maybe, hopefully, I'll see you back here again tomorrow. One day shortly, we're gonna have an actual schedule, like a scheduled time to come on and be on and show up for you guys because I want you all to win even before your night ends. See, this is me being a little third shifter and feeling like it's late, but it's not really late. But those of us who are on normal people's schedule are probably in the bed already. I don't know. But if you're not, take this message and go win. And if you see this later, win. It is Thankful Thursday. It will be Thankful Thursday if you see this in 6 minutes. Okay. In 5 minutes, if you see this, it'll be Thankful Thursday. So you can still win, right? Again, this has been Winning Wednesday, and you are winning with Wells. Until next time, be blessed.